opening statement.
Thank you. First off, Dr. Benz, thank you for still being here, all right, and sticking through with this. We appreciate that. Talk a little bit about, how we've been spending the last week or so, where we're at right now, and then answer any questions that you have. And then I want to kind of give you a little background on the four young men that are going to talk to you. But, we just finished practice number 7. And it's our third practice in full pads. Finally had an opportunity to do a little bit of an extended live session today, which we've really been building up to. And one of the things that we've really worked on and just challenged our guys with is we want to get better every day, and we want to improve every day at something. Really, have stressed to every guy on our team that this is a unique time of year that a football player gets. Doesn't have to go to class, doesn't have to do much else other than wake up in the morning, get a breakfast, go practice, come back in the afternoon. Every now and then we'll lift, every other day, that type of thing, spend time in meetings. We have night meetings. We've had some guest speakers. We've had some of the players talk to our team. But just really focus on football, focus on team unity, focus on things that we're trying to build and create in our program. And it's been a great time really just for culture to help them develop what we want to be and the type of team that we want to be. I think you've seen it, if you've watched us last year and different scrimmages at different times, just great competition on the field, but then also great camaraderie amongst offense and defense. And that's really what we're looking for. We know that both sides of the ball are going to have to step up, every game. And then from both sides of the ball come our special teams. Spent a lot of time on those this fall camp already. We've had about 14 different sessions in the 7 practices working on our special teams, kickoff return, punt, kickoff cover, as well as field goal and field goal block. So pleased with what I've seen. We've stayed very healthy so far, and guys have been able to handle this. We've had some good heat at the right times, which is, something that you got to gauge as a coach, how much time you're in the heat, how much you're not. But when you're playing your first game at noon in Naples, Florida, we're pretty confident it's going to be hot. And so we're obviously building to that moment. But pleased with how our guys have been practicing, pleased with the pace, the tempo, the excitement, the enthusiasm. And, today was, again, day 7, and that's a long time, 7 straight days in a row, no break, same routine every day. And we had great life and great energy with our guys today for 2.5 hours, and it was fun. We got the same routine tomorrow, and then on Friday we'll have a scrimmage, which I think will really be fun for them because they get a chance to go out, play under the lights, and just kind of change their routine up a little bit. So with that, would love to answer any questions.
You have the experience of a guy who started a program from scratch before. Now that you've gone through these couple years here, what's stood out maybe differently, and compare the two maybe in the emotional level that you had when you were starting one in Pembroke, and now here you go, getting ready to start a new program here.
Sure, and really, I think the thing that made this job very attractive, other than the city of Pensacola and the University of West Florida, which are two very attractive things from a family perspective and from an employment opportunity, was the timeline that Dave Scott and Dr. Benz had set up. And to be here, I'm going on 2.5 years living here and being here. To be able to establish that and to be able to create the relationships that we felt we needed to with the high school coaches in recruiting, to be able to establish our brand, what it was going to look like, and how UWF football was going to play out, really helped us. And then 3 of the young men who are going to come and talk to you, were transfers who joined us last fall. And so we were able to get them in and get a whole year of practice with them. They were here. They had a redshirt year. This worked out well, and they were with us, and now they're going into their second year into the program, but they're transfers, and they've already played at other institutions. And so this timeline is really very beneficial for us. The other thing is, having been through it twice, you just know, not everything's going to go according to plan, and you've just got to be able to be a little flexible. You've got to be able to adjust. You've got to be able to maneuver and keep an upbeat, positive attitude through it. And I've got great coaches who have adjusted well, and some of the things that haven't played out in the timeline that we thought they would, they've been fantastic with it, and then they've presented it to our players well also. So having that insight, having a little bit of an idea. I mean, we had a plan, what we wanted to accomplish. We knew we wanted some older players at different positions. We were able to accomplish that. And now I think it puts us at a place where, we go into the season knowing that our conference is as good as there is in Division II, knowing that week in and week out, anybody can win. But we like our team, and we're confident in what we're going to be able to do, and we're going to go into every game ready to play at a very high level.
Coach, are you going to be looking for anything specific in the first scrimmage that's coming up at the end of this week?
The scrimmage really to us, I mean, and this might be a little cliche-ish, but I mean, it's really another practice. It's just an opportunity to do a little more live session. I want to see certain things out of certain guys, and we'll probably call things defensively and offensively to put guys in position to see whether they can handle it, and they've made, improvements from the practices. But really, I want my team every day to get better. And I want them to be able to look at, yesterday, look at today. Did I get better at this? Tomorrow, what do I need to improve upon? The scrimmage will just be more opportunities for a little extended play and a little more game-like pace. And it'll be a great break, I think, for our players as well, because we spent about an hour in individual and then about an hour and a half in some sort of team and special team session. This will be nice that the individual time will be a little shorter, and they get a little longer opportunity to play.
Coach, talk a little bit about your personnel. Sometimes you have certain positions that, gosh, we're loaded here. Other positions, oh gosh, we're looking for more depth. Do you have a depth chart solid, or I know that's kind of fluid, but talk a little bit about your players.
Well, having talked to a lot of coaches, over the years, I don't know that any coach says we've got great depth at O-line and D-line, okay? And I think that's across the board. Every coach would love to have more depth, and Coach Sonia and Coach Crutch would say, let's get a few more bodies in there, okay? But we've been very fortunate that I think at the other positions, I think we've done a really good job recruiting, in the last two classes and then adding some transfers. And so, I like our depth and our skill position right now. One of the things with a first-year program that you are always trying to battle is when you look at your depth chart, it's two recruiting classes, okay? My fifth year at UNC Pembroke, I mean, that's five recruiting classes right there that I'm looking at going, okay, yeah, I've got a fifth-year senior here. I've got a fourth-year, junior here. I've got, a second-year freshman here. Well, here, we're trying to make a whole depth chart with two recruiting classes. But our coaches have done a fantastic job building connections and getting great relationships with high school coaches where we've been able to get a few transfers in, and we've been able to get a few older guys in that, has created some great depth. And coaches, great depth equals great competition, and that's what we've seen in the first 7 days.
Coach, when it comes to style of play, some coaches recruit towards their style. They want to run up-tempo, some go more to the old-school smash mouth. Is there any, or are you leaving that up to your coordinators?
No, both coordinators, obviously, we have a brand that we're trying to play, and, on defense, we've recruited to fit that. We're a 3-4 defense that's very athletic and multiple in the type of blitzes and where guys come from. I think every guy on our defense has an opportunity to come from some distance and bring a blitz. We're bringing a pressure, and when you run a three-man front and you bring, another guy, that's really four-man pressure, but it looks like a blitz every time, just because of the nature of it. And we've got somebody coming from every direction on defense. And then on offense, we do want to play fast, and we do want to have, multiple skill players that can, make that go. And We've been able to put together, I think, a really good group of wide receivers so far, a really good group of running backs, and we'll see how that matches up as to how much personnel, how much 4 wide receiver are we doing, 3 wide receiver, 2 back, 3 wide receiver, tight end, that type of thing.
Pete, the defense kind of led the way early, as is usually the case. How much progress, how much has the offense kind of caught up with that now? How much progress have you made?
It's day to day. I mean, and we, I think, take steps every day. Our defense creates a lot of tough situations for our offense to face early on. And I think one of the hardest things to take place is, getting an O-line to gel early and getting an O-line to get in the right position. And I think what we've seen is, a little progress offensively, same type of approach defensively. And I think if you came out and watched us over the course of the time, the defense is always going to have a little bit of an advantage. We had some great competition today where the offense really had an advantage because we were doing red zone type situations, so they're down there. But I'm pleased with where we're at. And I think, as the offensive staff is looking at it, they're saying, okay, we got to get this guy in this position. We've got to adjust this a little bit to continue to grow. The thing that I'll say, Dan, I mean, really, and all of our coaches, we talk about this a lot. When we went from fall to spring as a team, it was much better. And I mean, the competition was better, the speed and the pace of how we played. And from the end of spring, we thought we were in a good place. But from the end of spring to the start of fall, it's better on both sides of the ball. We're a little faster. We're a little quicker. Guys are seeing things, better. And so, that's where we need to be. Again, we're getting ready to play toughest D2 conference, so it needs to be that place.
Well, you guys talk about not wanting to be just ready, but wanting to be Gulf South ready. How Gulf South ready do you feel?
Well, we have till the 4th week to be Gulf South ready. Okay, just so we're on the same page. But no, that has been the approach. And, we talk about, is this guy a starter in the Gulf South Conference, not just a starter at the University of West Florida? And we're getting there. And again, as I said in the beginning, I'm pleased with the progress every day that our guys, they're challenging themselves to get better. They're working at it to get better, and you can see it. One of the things that you always want to do is you want to have your team, prepared to play the first game and play well, and then you want to continue to get better. And kind of the way our schedule is set up this year, I like it. We get to play the first game on the road. We get to play an opponent that really we don't know much about, but I think it's going to be a challenging thing from the weather standpoint, not knowing much about them. Then we get a chance to come home. We get another opportunity to improve and get better. I think all of our, opponents are going to give us challenges and fits in different areas, but it just continues to build until week 4 playing in the Gulf South Conference.
What's the excitement level for not only you, but the coaches and the players about being not only UWF, but Pensacola's first college football team?
I can't. I mean, I can't speak for anybody else. But just the excitement that we have felt wherever we go. We wear a UWF football T-shirt, and people are excited to see that. When I was being interviewed, Dave was really excited to hire somebody just so that he wouldn't have to answer all the questions now that I get to answer, okay? And he would say, I go out and I sit at a restaurant, and Dave's talking here. He goes, I'm out at a restaurant wearing a UWF shirt, and they're like, oh, football, when's it coming? When's that taking place? I've yet to be someplace wearing a UWF shirt that someone hasn't commented. And I think our assistant coaches have experienced that. Our players, Anas, I think it was you at the airport, right, leaving town. He was wearing a UWF football T-shirt going back home. I think it was for summer, right? And, the guy's talking about being at the first game. And Antoine, the same thing, ran into a guy who's, going to bring his family to the first game. So there's a lot of excitement. And, from our standpoint, and for 3 of the guys who were here last fall, we're just excited that we get to see somebody else and go against somebody else because we've just seen each other so much over the last year. I think that's what they're as excited about.
Are your players excited about creating a culture of football on campus here that really didn't exist until they came?
Most definitely, and I appreciate Dr. Ben's talking about how our guys have been welcomed and how they've been received, as well as there's been minimal issues, on campus with our guys. When we bring somebody on campus, we talk to them about our culture and what our expectations are of them and what we expect out of them in the classroom, in the community, in the dorms, in the cafeteria, around town, at Target, wherever they're going. And they're excited to be a part of that, but then also we wanted to, continue the great excellence that has already been developed in this athletic department. And, one of the things, you look around this room, and these aren't just pictures, these are pictures of national championships. This athletic department has 89? 88 conference championships, 8 national championships. So we're excited to be a part of an athletic department that already has excellence, but also create a culture where this campus now is excited on Saturdays that we're playing football, and they get a chance to be a part of that as well.
Anything else for Coach? Okay.
All right, we're going to bring up offensive guys first.
Offense first.
Okay, Antoine Griffin and Anas Hasic, 2 of our wide receivers. Both of those guys are transfers. Antoine was with us in the fall. He came out of Florida and went up north to a very cold place up in North Dakota, and was there for 1 year, and then came back and transferred for us. Anas has kind of been a world traveler a little bit, but he's an Arizona guy, played Division I football in North Carolina, and then we were able to get him at semester. Reggie Barnes, outside linebacker for us. He's going to come up a little later. Started his career at the Air Force Academy, another Florida guy, and then had the opportunity to come home, and Coach Sanders, our defensive coordinator, got in touch with him, and we were able to add him last fall. And then John Williamson, right across the bay here. We'd consider him a local guy, Spanish Fort. He went away, played as a true freshman out at Nicholls State, and then had a couple friends that he knew of that kind of signed in our first recruiting class and was able to come and be a part of this. So bring up Anas and Antoine, and you guys can talk with them.
Open it up to questions.
Both you guys just talk about a little bit, if you can, what's the sense you get when you're on campus and you're interacting with students and they know you're playing football here and they've never had football here, and then what has that been like?
For me, having a lot of students in class that I am friends with coming up to me like, oh, I can't wait to see you play. I'm ready to have your number on my cheek or just a picture of you on my shirt. It's exciting for all of us. We all have been waiting a very long time to be in this position, and we're all grateful for the opportunity to do so. So to have that excitement around campus with, students that we call family, it's a pretty good thing.
I think for me, it's a big blessing just because brand new start, for me, for the team, for the community with football. And it's something that later, like Dr. Ben said, down the year, 50 years from now, you can't ever take it away from us that we were the first football team to ever be here. And to play in front of these students and to see them and to see their reactions, it's just like, it's really mind-blowing, just to see how excited they get about it, because we love it just, as much as they do. So it's just like, it's really cool to experience it with them, like as a whole, as a community, and as a team, stuff like that.
You guys both have experience playing college football. Talk about what you try to bring to this team, because you do have that experience of actually playing real games at the college level.
Yeah, definitely. So being a second-year college football player, you know what it takes to kind of, lead or, to be a part of the team. So you kind of want to lead by example, not just on the field, but off the field as well, because you have a lot of young guys coming in. We're trying to help them mature a little, and as soon as the season gets here, we want to be ready in attack mode and just to get things going smoothly.
like Antoine said, there's some things about the game that they're kind of mental, and being older, you've been in that position, so you could kind of help the younger guys get through that, because we've been there, especially me. I'm a senior, so I know some of the things that they're going to kind of go through, and they can always come up to me and ask me about, any situation on campus, on the field, whatever they need. Guys like me and Antoine could talk to them and help them out, especially in a big game setting, stuff like that. I mean, we have experience in games, so live games, so anything like that, they can always, look to us. And obviously, being older players with experience, we can contribute physically to the team to, right away help win games. So.
Guys, have you all set any goals, not only for this season, but maybe for future seasons to come?
I think mostly we're focused on right now. I know it's our first season. We're trying to make sure that everything that we've done these past year and a half comes to play and we're successful on the field. So really, as a team, we're looking to come out September 3rd and shock some people. We don't want anybody to think we're a pushover. So we've all been working hard. We're ready to get off of each other. We're ready to make things happen and just see the city of Pensacola come together.
I think for me, being a senior, I try to invest in the younger guys because I want to be able to come back and see their growth and development and just kind of know I was there for that, for the beginning process of it. And I wanted to obviously be successful. I'm going to be an alumni here, and I really care about everybody here in the community because, this is my home now. So I'm pretty pumped about seeing the kind of goals and expectations that we could help set now and lay the groundwork, and then I can come back and see, and just excited about it and see how it goes. So.
Having been other places, both of you, especially in us, a lot of places you've been, do you have a good sense of how good this team is, how ready this team is to get out there?
Yeah, but it's kind of like any given Saturday. I feel like we're gonna be great. We're gonna, I love the way our team's been practicing and how hard we worked over the summer and the spring. But being a new program, people might count us out, but you never know. It's college football. You never know what's gonna happen, and I believe in the guys we have here and our coaches and the game plans they develop for us. We have great coaches here at every position. So, I think we're on a great path, and especially if we keep just every day laying bricks, day by day, I don't see why we can't be very successful early on here. So,
one thing I think that this team has, rather than the last team that I was at, is brotherhood. Coaches do a great job of making sure that we have a lot of team bonding. We get to know everybody on each side of the ball, whether it's offense, defense, or a specialist, a kicker, or punter. And we have great competition on both sides of the ball come practice time. Coaches always preach we want our guys to be the best guys we go against all year. So if we can come to that point, this season should be fun.
A lot of teams have established quarterbacks, this being the first year, working with a lot of different guys. Tell us about that experience through practice, through going through the drills, working with different guys and trying to get that chemistry.
As a receiver, the ball's not always going to be there. So it makes it better on us to have multiple quarterbacks throwing the ball. The ball might be in one area one time, a different area in the other time. So as a receiving core, it helps us out a lot. Now, gaining chemistry with multiple quarterbacks, that's always tough. There's always mistakes, but there's also some good things too. And once you get it down, everything looks good.
Yeah, I think kind of like he said, getting kind of different timing down with different quarterback is good for us really just to become a better receiver overall, because it just makes you focus on your little things and the part of your game to kind of just be exact, because you have to be exact on your page before you can even worry about what he's doing. And so it's kind of a blessing because we get to really see different timings and routes and angles and stuff like that from the football with how they're throwing it. And you just become a better player because you're dealing with different circumstances and you're facing that, different environment with different quarterbacks. So it's actually I like it. It's nice.
How much better is this offensive team, and in what ways are you better since maybe last fall, spring, and obviously you made progress each time you guys get together? In what ways are you better offense right now than you were spring season?
So being here since last January in 2015 and coming together in the fall offensively, we were a little slow. There was a lot of new guys. We're all trying to come together, like I said, a brotherhood, and just play fast. But as you know, we have a new offense. Everybody has to learn new things. So from fall to spring, I think that we have improved a lot, and it's looking really good. So far, so good. Hopefully we can move faster than what we have been. And if we can do that, I think we can make a lot of defenses look funny.
I think from spring to fall, we've made pretty good improvements, honestly. A lot of guys you could see on film, they're retaining their coaching from the spring, and they're building on that, especially like in the receiver group. There's a lot of young guys who Coach D's coached up, and you'll see their improvements from the spring. They're not making the same mistakes, and they're becoming better players and receivers off the film and coaching that they had in the spring. So it's pretty exciting to see the growth, and I think we're coming a long way, and we're definitely on the right track for where we want to be. So,
Antoine, like a lot of guys on the team, and your last game was November, December 2014. What is that like? It's almost 2 years since you've been in a game. What's the emotional level like that now? You trying to get ready to play again.
Sitting out, it's always hard because you want to play. You watch all these games on TV, you see everybody playing, but you're out here practicing. But I think it also helps. It helps you build the emotion to be ready for this season. We have been out sitting out a year, practicing against the same guys, and that weight builds up a bunch of adrenaline. So come game one, everybody should be excited, ready to go. It should be a lot of fun.
Antoine, being from Tampa, when you were coming through high school, was UWF on your radar at all? Were you aware of it? And you think that's changed? What's that changed down there?
So actually, I'm from Tampa, but I moved right before high school to Cocoa Beach High School. And coming out of high school, I did not know anything about the University of West Florida. I've never heard of it. Anybody academically, advisor-wise, at my school never spoke of them. So I had no idea, but I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here, and I'm just ready to kick things off.
Okay, thanks, guys. Moving up our two defensive representatives. Okay, questions for Reggie and John?
Reggie, just you played college. What has this been like for you, having played the game in college, and now here you are getting ready to start new here?
It's exciting for me. I played for a little while somewhere else, and just to have this opportunity is something that all of us can come together with and remember for the rest of our lives. It's a new opportunity for the community, for the fans, for everyone. So I'm excited.
And John, you too?
Oh, I think the same thing. I mean, coming to a new program, new faces, made some new friends, new coaches. And the experience has been unbelievable. I mean, the more you can branch out and meet new people and have a good time and a good experience, I think that's all that matters. And I think I've found a family here, and it's been a good time.
John, the fact that you're not far from home.
Yes, sir.
You might have more of a reaction from people who you grew up with. What is that reaction when you go home?
Oh, it's great. I'm from Spanish Fort, Alabama, so a little under an hour away, and I have a lot of family in Pensacola. And so, I mean, the general feel is just fantastic. A lot of support. People from church all want to take the bus to the game and stuff, and it's been awesome. I'm glad I made the move, being closer to home, but it's just been surreal, like just being able to support my family to come support me and see me play, and it's great. I'm looking forward to it.
What's the difference in urgency in practice now with a game, 2.5 weeks away or thereabouts? And as you came into fall practice, how did it feel different?
I think it's really more excitement than urgency. I think we had urgency in the fall. Coach Shinnick always preached that we're preparing for fall of 2016, so we always had a sense of urgency that we needed to be ready to compete. So now I just think it's more excitement. We're just ready to go.
No, I agree. I think urgency has been stressed a lot more this year with the season right around the corner. But I think we've been training for that for the past year and a half. I mean, it's hard to not be ready and have a sense of what's coming when it's right around the corner. It's so close. But I think the coaches have done a great job keeping us ready and alert and changing everything up to not get bad habits or get tired of practicing. But I think we're ready.
Reggie and John, what are some of the challenges that you had coming from other programs on the field? Is it terminology? Because you might have the same kind of coverage or play, but call it something different. What are some of the challenges on the field that you've had?
Challenges on the field, I think there's different terminology in terms of where I came from before to here, but it's the same defense, so I picked it up. You just have to dedicate yourself to getting in the playbook, listening to the coaches, paying attention, taking notes, and you'll pick it up.
Are there less broken coverages now than you've seen? You guys have really game ready sharp. Do you guys feel on defense?
I think so. From where we were a year ago to today, I think it's strides different. And I think we've come together as a defense. The cohesionness and everything has been great. And I think that us getting to know each other better has helped with coverages. And he plays behind me, so it's great knowing he has my back and I have his. And no, we're not going to mess up. And we have our gaps and we have our alignments. And I think that's been the biggest deal for me.
Who's been a leader? Whose motor's running all the time?
Probably say Reggie.
I think everybody's motivated all the time. We're an aggressive defense, and got to have guys that can go. So I think we have 11 guys on the field all the time that can go.
Oh yeah.
You guys have been playing football for quite a while. How different is this? Because it's the school's first game. They've never had football. You've all come together from different places. This is, I guess, so much different in some ways than anything you've experienced in all the way back to your youth football days.
I've never seen so many people so excited for football before. You can go to a big school and they have their history and they're excited, but it's just brand new, and to see everyone come together and be excited and just to embrace it, embrace the moment is really cool to me.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a big deal. Everybody can go off to college and do their own thing, but we can say we started a college football program, and that means a lot to everybody on the team because it's been hard work, but it's going to pay off. Coming back and seeing the games when we're alumni and stuff, that's a big deal to all of us.
Well, Reggie playing your high school ball in Tampa, and John being from the Argos, you guys know about UWF, when you were forming your future? Was there anything on your radar, and how amazing is it to you that here you are now with this program?
I didn't hear about UWF until 2013, and it just wasn't on my radar. I just never heard of the school. It was kind of hidden back then, so it's cool that we can kind of put it on the map, hopefully.
I think being pretty close from here, it's always on the radar for me, and I know a lot of people that come here from Alabama and Mobile in the area, but not having a football team, I was kind of looking elsewhere. But now that I've come here and seeing the school and the curriculum we have here and the professors, and it's been unbelievable. I have a great time.
Y'all having fun in the locker room talking about who's going to get the first sack, first tackle?
Oh yeah. There's definitely a lot of competition between all of us. Who's going to do what and who's going to do the best. Yeah. It's fun. It's a good time. Oh yeah. I think so. Yeah. I'll probably get there first though.
Just feel bad for whoever's on the other side because it's going to be 11 dogs going to get them.
From the defensive perspective, how much, you guys had the upper hand earlier. Obviously defense was ahead of the offense earlier. How much progress have they made on that side of the ball from your perspective?
On the offensive side of the ball?
Offensive side of the ball.
I think they've come a long way. They've always been working, They just had to gel together. They've always had the work ethic, the skill. They just had to come together and kind of get used to each other. So I think they're doing a great job.
No, I agree. Coming in and there being a lot of freshmen and stuff like that, I think a year of just practice has given them a lot of opportunities to grow and get better. And you can definitely tell a difference from one-on-ones to scrimmaging. They're a lot better from when they were, and it's really competitive out there now. And it was before. Everybody getting better. It's another level of football now, I think.
So with you guys practicing against your teammates for so long, how's it actually going to feel to be able to go out there on Saturday and line up against someone else that you don't know and just lay into them?
It's going to feel great. It's going to be the best feeling in